Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Juhnke. I am here and going to be speaking with you related to Counseling 5613. That is a summer course for biopsychosocial aspects of addictions. So this is one of three different introduction courses. This lecture will be all about the course and what will be done. The dates and due dates will be discussed. Other lectures, if you hear dates or due dates, disregard those lecture dates and due dates. This is the honest dates and due dates that are due, the assignments that are due. And your current syllabus for summer is correct as well. So anything other than this lecture and the syllabus, any dates or assignments that you might hear about, are just disregard those and just go primarily with what we're talking about here. So I'd like to welcome you to this asynchronous course for this summer. You are going to have a blast. The whole intent here is to make an exceptional course for you. You'll be able to watch online. You don't have to fight traffic going into San Antonio. You don't have to worry about a parking place at UTSA. You can focus on this course, Counseling 5613, Biopsychosocial Aspects of Addictions, for this summer. You're going to find it to be great, and I think it's going to be very beneficial for you. It's a digital online assessment course. It's asynchronous, so there are no classes. You can't miss classes because there are no classes to miss. The only classes you have are these lectures or videos that would be provided to you through the course. And so let me describe a little bit about some things. So the course starts on May 31st and ends August 9th. It's a 10-week course. Now, there's a problem with 10-week courses, and let me tell you a little bit about this. A 10-week course covers the same amount of material that we would cover in a 15-week course. So in a regular academic calendar course of fall semester or spring semester, we have 15 or 16 weeks. This summer is only 10 weeks long. So in essence, what happens is you will receive the same course that you will for either if you took it for fall or spring semesters, 16-week semesters. You're going to receive that course and you're going to do it in a 10-week semester. So I've changed the course, modified it so that it'll work for you over this summer. And I want you to be able to get time off to be able to relax this summer, but you've got to be really dedicated to get this 10-week course done, because basically you're almost multiplying that 10 weeks times 1.5 to come up with a course that you would take in the fall or spring. But it's an excellent course. It's going to be provided by Zoom, and so that should be helpful. If you have any questions, you can contact me via email at gerald.juhnke@utsa.edu. That's on your course syllabus. So just send me an email if you have any questions. The book that's required for the course is the DeWeeko book. People ask me all the time, do I need to get the DeWeeko book? I wouldn't put it down unless it is a required book. In other words, the DeWeeko book is really the Bible of addictions. It is outstanding. So pick it on up, because if you're going to go for your LCDC, that'll help you as you study for your LCDC. It's central to this course this summer, and you'll find it to be outstanding. It's got a lot of material. It's thick, it's dense, it's not easy to read, but I also give you the DeWeeko PowerPoints for each chapter. Can you say Cliff Notes? Okay, so when you think about Cliff Notes, you think about the DeWeeko PowerPoints. Now, you need to read the book and you need to familiarize yourself with the book. The vast majority of questions on tests will come from the book. We will have questions from lectures, from PowerPoint materials, but the vast majority will actually come from the book. My goal for the lectures is basically to supplement or augment the DeWeeko text and to help you through that. So pick up DeWeeko 2019, Concepts of Chemical Dependency. That's in its 10th edition. It is a great book, and I think it'll be helpful for you. In the back of that book, they actually have some APA DSM-5 materials, but supplemental reading, which you don't have to purchase, but supplemental reading for you would be the DSM-5, Also, there's a book by Juhnke and Hagedorn, Counseling Addicted Families, a Sequential Assessment and Treatment Model. It's in its second edition. It's a good seller. You do not have to purchase that, but some of the materials that we're going to be talking about will be coming from that Juhnke and Hagedorn book. It's in the library, so instead of purchasing it, go over to the library, get it over there, and see if that would be helpful. Another book that might be helpful to you as a supplemental reading would be Kress and Paleo. It's treating those with mental health disorders. It's a good book as well. So when we're looking at diagnostics, those can be helpful. Again, these are supplemental video links or audio links that you'll be listening to. As you know, we've got KCREP reaccreditation coming up. So this summer, we're working a lot on KCREP reaccreditation. And we've got so many KCREP standards listed on this syllabus that I think it'll help understand what's going on. So when you do this course, you'll need to weekly read the book, the chapters that are provided, review the DeWico PowerPoints, review the Juhnke PowerPoints, and review the Juhnke audio and video lectures. Now, not all lectures will be, I think for this course, all the lectures actually are video, but there may be an audio lecture that I'll pop in as well to be helpful to you. But take a look at that, and you're going to want to go through those materials each week. So that's the DeWico book to read the chapters that I provide and that I tell you about. I will provide the DeWico PowerPoints. I will provide Juhnke PowerPoints, and I will provide lecture materials. So you'll want to be up to date on all that. The way I'm trying to put this into the Blackboard shell is to put in week 1 and then put all the material that you'll need to do in week 1. Week 2, same thing. So that'll have the DeWico PowerPoints, the Juhnke PowerPoints, and the Juhnke lectures there. As you look at the course, you'll see that we've got lots of material, but what we're basically going to do is use only 4 tests for summer semester, 4 tests. Test 1 will be due at 11 p.m. on Saturday, June 18th, and that's going to cover all materials from weeks 1, 2, and 3. So test 1 is due at 11 p.m. on Saturday, June 18th. Covers all course materials during weeks 1, 2, and 3. That's indicated on your syllabus. Test 2 is actually going to be due on Saturday, July 2nd at 11 p.m. Test 2 is due Saturday, July 2nd at 11 p.m. That covers all materials from weeks 4 and 5. All materials on weeks 4 and 5. Now, remember, I know you're on summer. So as you look at that, that's a Saturday, July 2nd at 11 p.m. due date. That's also just before 4th of July. So you've got plenty of time to read the material and take the test before going on your July 4th break. So get that turned in before you do July 4th. Test 3 is due at 11 p.m. on Saturday, July 16th. Test 3 is due Saturday, 11 p.m. on July 16th. It covers all materials on weeks 6 and 7. And the final test is due at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, August 9th. It's due 5 p.m. on Tuesday, August 9th. And that covers all materials from weeks 8, 9, and 10. As I envision these tests, there will be 25 questions, either true, false, or multiple choice. And as you know, with multiple choice, you go with the best possible response. So all responses will be plausible, but you want the best possible response. Again, the vast majority of those test questions will come from out of the DeWico book, but some of them will come from lectures and additional materials that you will have in course. So really study that book and get set. We have some Grady equivalents, and basically 99.7 to 100 is going to be an A+, 90.6 to 99.6 is an A, 90 to 90.5 is an A-, 89.7 to 89.9 is a B, 80.6 to 89.6 is the former was a B plus. It was 89.7 to 89.9 is a B plus. 80.6 to 89.6 is a B. 80 to 80.5 is a B minus. 79.7 to 79.9 is a B plus. They're all written on your syllabus, and it gives you what you need to know. Basically, scores of 59 and below are going to be an F. I want you to do very well. There's no reason why you can't do well. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you 2 hours to complete each of the 4 tests. So test 1, test 2, test 3, test 4. You will have 2 hours to complete the 25 question multiple choice or true-false questions. Along with that, you can take the test. You can take each test twice, and you'll get the highest score. So whatever your highest score was, whether that's the first test or the second test, you will receive the highest score. Let me state that a different way. So you got 2 hours to do 25 questions, 2 hours. Along with that, if you don't perform the way you want to on the first one, if you want, you can take that test again at no penalty. So you have 4 tests, 25 points apiece. You've got 2 hours to do 25 questions. Those questions basically can be open book. You can look up the Juhnke PowerPoints, the Juhnke lectures, the Duico PowerPoints. You've got the Duico book. So you've got 25 questions per test, and you can take the test 2 times. So when you take the test, know that you can take it twice. Those are the only scores we've got for this class. 4 tests. And so you'll want to perform well on that. And you'll have all the material that you need to do on that. Again, each test is going to be 25 points or a quarter of your grade. And all are due on the due dates. So every due date, that's what's due. Now, when you hear that, you're saying to yourself, well, that's unfair. Here's the situation. I'm going to make sure everything's uploaded ahead of time, at least a week ahead of time, so that you can read all these materials and you can take your tests early. That is not a problem whatsoever. What is a problem is when we have people who, when we have all these people who comply with the due dates. So when they comply with the due dates, what they're doing is they're getting the assignments in by deadline. And so I'm sure that they wish that they would have had more time. Everybody always wishes you have more time. But if they've worked so very hard to get all their materials in by deadline, take the test by deadline. If I give somebody else the opportunity to turn the test in after deadline, that's not fair to those who did the test on deadline. So nothing is going to be accepted after deadline. So please get your tests in. This is really designed to be just a straightforward course for you, and I want you to enjoy it. So the first class, everything will be uploaded and ready and available to you on May 31st. It's going to be, you'll see 2 other course addictions or introductions. Those course introductions, remember, if you hear any other dates or assignments, disregard those. They've got information in them that'll be helpful. That introduction course talks about teleology, the concept of teleology. You've got a PowerPoints and lecture on counselor safety and self-care, which is vitally important. You'll have a lecture and PowerPoints on professional counseling history. We're going to talk about the Juhnke Powerful 3, interfacing and interacting with external systems like the court system, CPS. We'll talk about tolerance, withdrawal, vocabulary, routes of administration. It is going to be a jam-packed week. So I will provide you with the materials that you need. Along with that, you will see that I've got some general videos for you to watch as well. One is called Susan's Brain. Susan's Brain is an excellent little video. It's phenomenal, and it helps you understand opioids and how they impact the brain and what needs to be, understood related to opioids. I've also got a link in there for a video on antisocial personality disorder. Antisocial personality disorder. So there's often a comorbid occurrence of addiction, alcohol use disorder, cocaine use disorder, or it's actually stimulant use disorder, things like that go along with people who have antisocial personality disorder. So that video on antisocial personality disorder is an excellent video. I think you'll like it. And then finally, there's a video by Dr. Boti, who does a great job talking about the physiology of addictions, and you'll find that to be helpful. So as we start out, just know it's going to be a great semester for you. I want this to be phenomenal. You've got this preliminary introduction. You've got a follow-up introduction lecture. You've got a third introduction lecture. On that third lecture, stop at 32 minutes and 30 seconds. So on that third lecture, you want to stop at 32 minutes and 30 seconds. And on those lectures, disregard any other assignments or due dates that they're talking about, because those are not applicable. Only the due dates and assignments that are on the course syllabus are relevant to this summer, and you'll find those to be pretty straightforward. But if you have any questions, send me an email. Let me know about it. Also got a lecture for you on self-care and a PowerPoints on self-care, a lecture on interfacing with agencies, a lecture on history of counseling. So it should be pretty straightforward. Want it to be a great course for you. If you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, anything along that line, send me an email and let me know. There are no quizzes. There are no writing assignments for this class. It's just the 4 tests. And those tests should be pretty straightforward. They really are open book. You've got all the materials you need to do exceptionally well. I want to thank you for allowing me this privilege of serving you this summer of 2022. Let's make this an outstanding course for you, and I wish you the very best. Take care, and again, if you have any questions, concerns, thoughts, whatever, send me an email and let me know. Make this a great summer course for yourself. Get some time off for yourself during the summer so you can relax and enjoy life. I want you to have a wonderful summer. I want you also to have an outstanding class. So take care. Very best wishes to you, and I thank you. Bye-bye.